The purpose of this video is to outline the manufacturer recommended process for the routine maintenance and reprocessing of the Inogen at-home system in between patients. Visually inspect the concentrator for cracks or other significant damage. If the concentrator case is damaged, stop and send the device for service to Inogen or an authorized Inogen service center. If the input power cable accessory is damaged, replace it. Plug in and turn on the concentrator by pressing the power button on the User Interfaced Panel, or UIP. Listen for unusual noises or loudness. Feel the concentrator and assess for unusual vibrations or rattles. If any issues are noted, stop and send the device for service to Inogen or to an authorized Inogen service center. Press each of the buttons on the UIP to ensure their proper operation. The arrows should increase or decrease the flow settings. The power button should turn the device on and off. If any of these do not operate properly, send the device for service to Inogen or to an authorized Inogen service center. Inspect and clean or replace the particle filter. Clean with a mild liquid dish detergent and ensure it is dry before replacing. Visually inspect the exhaust filter to make sure it is free of debris. If necessary, take a dampened cloth and wipe it to clear. Disinfect the concentrator case by wiping with isopropyl alcohol or the equivalent. Changing the output filter. The output filter is the final filter before oxygen is delivered to the patient and is located behind the oxygen cannula barb on the concentrator. Using a spanner wrench, unscrew and remove the barb. Using pliers, remove the old filter and replace it with a new one. Then replace the barb. Inogen sells kits with the spanner wrenches and extra filters. Consult your company's price list. Replacing the columns. The following column change instructions are only to be used when maintenance is required, as indicated by the low priority alarm for condition, change column soon. There are two columns in the concentrator located behind the particle filter. These two columns will be removed and replaced when service is required. Ensure adequate time is allowed to complete all the steps without disruption when performing this maintenance. Step 1. Turn the concentrator off by pressing the power button to shut down the device. Step 2. Unplug the concentrator from the electrical outlet. Step 3. Press the two latch buttons on the sides of the device to loosen the bottom cover. Lay the concentrator on its side. Step 4. Remove the cover from the bottom of the concentrator in order to access the two columns. Step 5. Press the latch button with thumb or finger and pull the column out of the concentrator using the pull ring attached to the bottom of the column cap. Step 6. Remove the column completely from the concentrator. Step 7. Repeat the last two steps to remove the other column. Installation of the new columns. Remove the upper and lower dust caps from each new column. There should be a total of 2 dust caps removed from each column. Make sure there is no dust or debris where the dust caps were located. Insert the new columns into the concentrator. Do not leave the column exposed after the dust caps are removed. It should be inserted into the concentrator immediately to minimize environmental exposure. The spring-loaded latch button should fully return to the closed position when the column is completely inserted. You will hear an audible click when the column is seated properly. Repeat the last 2 steps to install the other column. Replace the lower cover and return the concentrator to its upright position. Connect the power supply cord from the concentrator and plug into an electrical outlet. Do not power on the concentrator. Press and hold the plus button for 10 seconds. Flow indicators 1, 3, and 5 will be illuminated and columns will be reset. Release the plus button. Press the power button to turn on the concentrator and use normally.